Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another match of Nexus Gaming Series. Once again, I'm joined here by my friend Krasnilud.
Greetings.
We're going to be casting today a Division A match between Yellow Owls and ProBUs. Not Probus. ProBUs.
ProBUs.
Stop. And we're going to be going to Dragonshire first.
Yes, indeed. The teams banned Towers of Doom, Cursed Hollow, Battlefield of Eternity, and Infernal Shrines. I don't know why everyone bans BOE and Infernal Shrines. I don't know. ProBUs has something against Diablo maps, by the looks of it.
Yeah, likely. I mean, I don't really see the similarity between the two. Like, they're widely different techniques with it between winning either. So I'm honestly not sure. Maybe they just actually hate Diablo. We're gonna see, unsurprisingly, a Junkrat ban. He's a high prio hero in this rank.
He is indeed. He's pretty strong at the moment, so that's a good solid first ban. I wonder if you're gonna see some Rexar, since he is dubbed the king of Dragonshire after all. But we have a Medivh ban. It's
And
probably the target ban, since good Medivh is insanely scary.
quite likely a target ban. Like, you never see a Medivh ban anywhere, so somebody here must be a Medivh player.
Yes, unless you know your opponent actually plays him, because that hero in right hands is just a very, very big problem to deal with.
About as annoying as Junkrat.
Potentially even more annoying, saving constantly people, ley lining you, protecting everyone. I think they're both high on annoyance scale. And you have Johanna ban, again, standard tank. And Uther, actually. Uther is a bit of an interesting choice to ban, to be honest. Unless we have an Uther main.
I mean, I'm gonna go with, again, another potential target ban, because who bans Uther? And we're gonna see a first pick Anubarak. Solid tank. I'm not sure how I feel about it on a first pick worthy, but definitely a great tank.
Yes, for sure. He does get countered a little bit by auto attackers. He can be torn to shreds by a solid DPS players, and this is already looking like a good composition against Anubarak. Sylvanas dealing quite a lot of damage, and of course Polymorph for Brywing, but we'll see.
It depends. With auto attackers, of course, they can be strong only, really, if you E in for no reason. But we're probably not going to see any of that here.
There's a good chance for that. We'll see what team's gonna be backing him up. Yes, there's Andu, and Andu is always a good idea with a dive comp, as he can pull you out. And of course, a Nubarak light bomb composition is very, very strong to have there, as we practiced earlier. And there's Kelphas to complement it, so yeah, a bit of an interesting pick here. Solid mage, nothing really special.
Yeah, we're definitely looking to see some potential single target blow up with the root follow up and the stun follow up from Kelthas. That's likely what they're trying to do.
Yeah, Greymane. Another bit of an interesting ban. He is a decent hero. He's not the strongest one overall, but he's just solid, strong. Will complement quite nicely the diving comp, since he can dive after Nubarak with his very strong DPS, and he is an auto attacker that possesses a very strong burst, actually, especially if he goes for Cursed Bullet. So definitely a good ban there. And on the other side is a Deathwing ban.
Well, Deathwing cannot be CC'd, so a very, very wise choice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Deathwing would be the go-to choice for an offliner for winning the point control there, since there's plenty of heroes that would beat him up, such as Leoric, who's being picked as an offlaner.
And he has the mop.
He has the mop, yes. He has the mop skin, so obviously the right team's going to win that. The power of mop is unquestionably the strongest thing in this universe. I'm wondering who he's going to be up against.
It's quite interesting to see the Leo picked up here. Typically, you want to save your offlaner for last, but these guys are not afraid unless it's a main tank Leo.
Actually, Leoric is very good against D.Va, so that I'm not sure why I picked D.Va into that. The baby D.Va is a bit of a problem, but the mech D.Va, Leoric eats her for breakfast, so we're gonna see the tank pick. Most likely, it's gonna be the tank pick here.
Well, I'm sure this D.Va player has some confidence in his abilities if he's going to pick it into a counter.
Absolutely. which makes it all the more interesting to see what's going to happen. And the Diva actually is not a very common pick anyway, so it's going to be curious to see what Diva can do. And it's a taunt variant. I assume it's going to be taunt variant.
We'll see. We did see Smash variant, no tank, in one of the CCL matches of last season, if I recall correctly. It was around, I think, April of this year, so it could have been the first season. I'm not sure. And it actually worked quite well.
Was it an actual proper game, or was it a game that result didn't really matter? And
it was a proper game, and I'm pretty sure they won.
Okay, I mean, you can win with everything as long as you pull it off. Smash Variant has some solid DPS, so solid burst. Oh, look at the portrait synergy for Carbot. Definitely, I'm voting for the right team. Not only they have Carbot portrait synergy, but they also have a mob. So clearly, I have my favorites here.
Draft-wise, I think I will have to give it to the side of Yellow Owls. What I don't like about Taunt Variant is if his team can't secure that kill, typically they lose the fight or they can't peel very well, things like that are something they struggle with, and they will struggle a lot early game. But before I ramble on, I do want to go ahead and quickly introduce these teams. On the blue side, we're going to see Anubrag being played by Amador, Captain Magyar playing Diva, Siwi playing... What hero is that? It's hidden before Anduin, and it was behind the mech. It was very hard to see. KT is being played by Mahaya, and the last player is Save playing Raynor.
It's a bit of an interesting rotation from them, but let me introduce the red team by Muffin playing Sylvanas, 8-bit on Varian, John Bunyan on Zagara, Irby on Brightwing, and Sage on Leoric.
You say interesting, but they were 100% expecting the Sylvanas cheese. That's likely why they did that.
Yes. I don't really blame them, since this is a very common strategy of Sylvanas, and the red team actually is already split, so there is no serious commitment to the mid brawl. Zagara is already creeping on the bot lane.
Nice pun.
There you go.
Not an issue. All of these heroes have some AoE that can just clear it up quite nicely. We're going to see the blue team's going to be controlling this triangle. I think they call it the Bermuda Triangle by some people.
Never heard this term before here, but it would make sort of sense. I'm sure a lot of hopes and dreams for winning the game were lost in people just rotating aggressively here, so yes. I can see that being a thing.
And as I said earlier, Variant compositions do struggle earlier in the game since Variant is just a big minion. So I definitely would like to see the Owls here invading early.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do. There is an Uberak already engaging with the DPS and healer behind him, Raynor joining in there soon after claiming his camp. He did go for Exterminator, and this is a very Merc-heavy map, with Merc being quite strong here, so he's going to be sitting on this Merc duty there.
Yep, it does look like the red team does recognize that weakness, and if you didn't notice, the Ellixya did rotate, just in case the blue team did decide to do that invade.
Yep, very well played from him. He definitely can come back way faster than Diva can. Meanwhile, there was a little bit of a brawl with Sylvanas straight being used to disable. Bottom Uberak actually goes in and engages. There is a big follow-up from Kel'Thas onto that Sylvanas, and the Brywing Z is not in time, and the Living Bomb finishes with her off. So very good engage from Uberak there, and a great follow-up. That's a very early kill for the blue team.
I was definitely not expecting her to actually go down there. I thought she was for sure going to survive, but the burst on Raynor Kel'Thas is nothing to laugh at.
Yes, exactly. Those early game ganks usually end with a person walking away with few HP, but this one was a kill. Varian is a bit of a trouble. Tries to juke the E from Nu, but it was unsuccessful. Great body blocks there, and he's taking quite a lot of damage, but Browing Z actually goes top. Ooh! And she sees right into Diva Bomb and gets instantly deleted. That is extremely unlucky. Leoric does get the mech, but he himself is very low and has to tap already, and the blue team controls both shrines.
Yes, if you didn't notice a while ago, the Raynor did rotate top lane to help Diva. As you said, she does struggle a little bit into Leoric, so they did get that numbers advantage to help that out. In the bottom lane, we do see that Kel'Thas is in quite danger, and he's going to go down to Sylvanas, but is she going to pay for that?
Doesn't seem very likely, but the blue team claims the objective there. Jimmy Laner was in the middle there, coming from rotation top. There you go. And claiming that objective there. It's an early DK, so I don't expect it to do a whole lot since the red team is all alive. But it was a pretty good commitment there. Even though they lost a hero, they gained the objective, so it's net positive. Oh, Sylvanas gets kicked in right into D.Va. It takes a lot of damage. Leoric tries to peel for her.
Wait, did she get kicked? Because I'm pretty sure I saw her juke it with her unstoppable. I think she walked there.
I just saw her instantly appear right next to D.Va on the top lane. I didn't see how she arrived. I just assumed it was a kick.
Okay, the dragon is just going back and forth, stalling that rotation, hoping to get some walls without taking a lot of damage. D.Va's dead, and I did not see that happen. Varian's gonna get kicked back. I don't believe they're gonna get a lot of value. Maybe they get a wall, maybe they get a well, but that's not much more than that.
Yeah, DK is already ending. He was mostly breathing on the waves there. They got a front wall, which is pretty much as you can expect getting from this. Blue lane is pushing bot. There's been some quite solid rotations from both teams, especially top, trying to gank this off lane there, so quite exciting to see.
Yeah, the teams are still quite dead even. Kiltas does get engaged in, but he walks away, and in the meantime, we do see the Rainer and Anduin doing the camp. The red team looking for an invade here.
Yeah, there is a surprise in Nubarak who burrows in just to get taunted, but Sylvanas is taking massive amounts of damage and driving us to use her Z, but the bomb is being spread to absolutely everyone, and James Rainer finishes Sylvanas off, but yeah, Nubarak actually pays the price. He burrows right in and got killed, so there's a trade 1-for-1 for both teams, so quite even. But there is a big damage onto that variant there. Wow, he dropped quite low there.
Yeah, in the meantime, D.Va's doing just fine on the top lane. She is, just doing her thing. The blue side is slightly ahead. So it looks like they're looking to get some value here at the bot lane. The wall is already completely gone.
Yep, so they claim both walls, mid and bot. They have a siege camp pushing, but Sylvanas is going to disable. And the blue team is actually looking to steal the siege camp from the red team. Let's see if they're gonna engage. They're about to get 10, both teams.
Yeah, the blue side's should be getting the level 10 first, so they're gonna get that advantage fight here that the Varian's getting engaged on. We do see a taunt on the Rainer, but Varian is going to get blown up. Leoric coming here to aid their team, but he's not gonna be able to do much, and he just disengages with his unstoppable. He gets stunned by the Anubarak, and he's going very low. He's going to go down in a second. Yes.
Yeah, that was a very prolonged suffering there. There's a bit of a bomb spread going on, but there is more on the Kel'Thas. Let's see if they actually can get anything done. Oh, Anduin pulling him right out of the mind control. If the mind control landed, it probably would have been a kill, but that was a really good invasion from the blue team there.
Yep, the team's immediately moving to top and bottom shrine, looking for a potential insta-cap here while the Leoric is dead. He is already up, but both shrines have already been secured. We're going to go ahead and move down here to the Bruiser camp and get some pressure building here in bot lane.
Yeah, red team tried to gank D.Va top, but she just boosts away. No one from the blue team was middle. Varian was covering in case someone actually decided to come here, so the red team manages to secure position on the map. Oh, but they have a pretty big push on the bottom to deal with.
Yeah, it looks like they are definitely going to secure this bottom fort with Sylvanas and Brightwing just starting to rotate to the bot lane. It's going to be a good trade for the blue side. It looks like they're not going to try to get anything more. They're just going to back out and just safely retreat. Top lane D.Va is she's still fighting this mop man. And she's doing all right. I don't think she's going to be getting that cap anytime soon.
Nope, but there's Rainer rotating, trying to help her out, and Leoric is pushed quite far. He might actually go down here. No, there is a Bribing Z to save him, but there's an entire blue team going in. There is a big engagement to Broading from Anubarak. D.Va is quite low, but it's just her mech, and Leoric is dropping very low. There is this engage from both of them, and every kill shot landing on Leoric, and unfortunately he does die.
Yep, they better cap soon, because Varian's securing the bot shrine, and we did have somebody in the mid lane waiting for it, but they're not going to get it. In the meantime, they're just going to go ahead and move to the Bruiser camp on their side of the map and get some pressure top as well, help D.Va there with that fight against Leoric.
Yep, it was a pretty good rotation from Varian, preventing the blue team from capping 2 shrines, so well played by them, by him noticing the entire blue team pretty much was top, and both Bruiser camps have been claimed. little bit earlier off from the blue side, so it's gonna push right against the fort. But Leoric is in trouble again, being ganked by 4 people, and bribing Zing to save him. This time he does seem to save himself. There is a big N2 landing on 3 people, but it's just bribing and Leoric as for now. But the rest of the team arrive from the back. There's a big mind control landing on Anduin right before Light Bomb goes off, and he does go down. Leoric in very deep maw misses right there, and Anubarak dies. Leoric living in sliver of HP, getting healed by his drain, and Varian charges onto Baby Diva, killing her in the process. So a bit of comeback from the red team there.
Yeah, the Kilthas was not there, so that was a 4v5 on the red side of the map, unfortunately. We do see that the Rainer got picked off by Sylvanas. I wish I had seen what happened, and we're going to see a chase here on Kilthas from Sylvanas and Brightwing. They're not going to get it. He moves slightly out of vision, so the polymorph does not land, and they're just going to retreat.
Yep. The red team is claiming both shrines right now, so it looks like they're looking at getting the DK. Rainer is still dead, and the front lines are just respawning. That Kel'Thas is a little bit late. There is Tonton to that Kel'Thas, and Anduin has to use his leap, so they traded a leap for Taunt, which is a pretty good trade. And the DK is continuously actually being chunked quite well there by the blue team. He just took him, and he's already at 37% HP, so I don't think he's gonna get a lot of volume down there.
That was even before Rainer showed up. Rainer was dead while that was happening, so he wasn't chunking that Dragon Knight himself. He was top, just clearing that camp just now. So that's quite a good defense from the side of the Yellow Owls.
Yes, which I actually want to point out that we have Locust Swarm. We do not have Cocoon. I repeat, we do not have Cocoon. It's a Locust Swarm, Anubarak. So I want to see what he's very deep engaged, is there, getting a lot of healing from this. In the meantime, DK is pretty much dead. He might have just enough life in him to breathe on one wave. Let's see if he's gonna just do that. No, it looks like they're just safely backing off. So they got bottom wall there, and the middle wall is down. So it's pretty much even, almost.
Yep, we're going to see a quick engage here on the Sylvanas. However, she is going to be able to Haunting Wave away to safety. The red side's about to get 16, so they definitely don't want to fight just yet. They just want to soak that safely and potentially get a talent advantage fight. They're going to move down to the Bruiser camp, which I don't believe the blue team should be able to contest here without that talent 16.
Yeah, Varen is scouting anyway. By the way, you can...
I've lost you there. I'm not sure, your mic just broke off, so nobody heard what was happening here. We're gonna see a mind control and a taunt on this Anubarak, and he's gonna go down. Unfortunately, the Anduin was not able to save him here. We do have a Rainer that's also getting engaged on, but we do have a pull for him. We still can't hear you if you're there. Relog, potentially. We apologize, Chad. We are currently having some technical difficulties. My co-caster has left the field. We do have the red team just went ahead and secured that siege camp on the blue side, and now we're gonna go ahead and move forward to take that mid fort. We see an Entomb on Kilthas Rainer, and unfortunately that's not gonna do a lot for them. They're just gonna be fine, and we're just gonna see the blue team here clearing this bot siege. Hey, everybody, moving forward to the mid lane. We do see an engage on the Varian, and he's going to get followed up quite well. The Brightwing Z is going to make it in time. He's not going to go down just yet, but Baby Diva is in danger. Is she going to get her make up? She does. She's going to be able to boost away just fine. Everybody's just going to safety, going to get some resets, and potentially get the siege cam. We're going to see another fight here in just a second. Alright, we do see the Varian once again getting engaged on. We have a light bomb on the Anubarak. He is running very low, so he's going to have to eat out. Diva just aiding away with the boosters for to zone them out. And looks like my co-caster is still MIA. We have a Sylvanas just waving away, spreading that bomb, but looks like they are going to live. And the camp does get secured by Yellow Owls. We do still have some cleanup here to do. I don't think that they're going to be able to cap just yet. The red side is slightly ahead. We might want to... Oh, D.Va just picked up her 16, and it's level 18. Oh, 17. Never mind. My bad. D.Va's on the other side of the, of the game. Red side currently sitting pretty on their side of the map. Not trying to get engaged on by the blue side since they're ahead. We do see Leoric capping top shrine. So everybody's just gonna do the macro thing and just get all their camps and wait for a good opportunity to get that fight. Sylvanas is capping the bottom shrine, so they are going to have to fight sooner than later. Raynor is still showing top, so the red side might want to move and push into them a little bit while they have the numbers advantage. He is a quick rotation away, however, he is still quite far. We do see a Maw on Kilthas and Anduin, but they are going to survive that engage. We do see that the Raynor comes in from the back, and he's going to get entombed, but he's going to do massive damage to the Sylvanas and the Leoric. I can hear you now. Welcome back. We are fighting, though. Can you see the screen, or did you leave the game, too?
I'm reconnecting. I had my router decided to reset its IP.
Wonderful. Wonderful timing. Perfect. So right now,
as always.
Yep, so right now both shrines are captured by the red team. Leoric has a 40-second death timer, and we do see the team is moving top to gank that Raynor. He's going to get taunted and mind control, and he's going to go down. Meantime, D.Va fighting for her life, but she's going to drop to baby D.Va, and she is going to fall as well.
I'm still reconnecting to...
I can just share my screen to you. Hang on.
That might be the solution. We all know how reconnecting tool works.
Is that good?
Yes.
All right, so he is reconnecting, and we do know that indie company Blizzard makes that reconnecting feature very quick. So Leoric here is going to be capping this bottom shrine, and Varian is patiently waiting, but he's going to get an insta cap. There's nobody going to interrupt this.
Yes, they have a level 20 advantage. The two members of the blue team are unfortunately dead, so this is a free DK, and he's running straight for the keep by the looks of it.
Yeah, but looks
like
he's
is still trying to soak top, so getting that level 20 for his team.
Yeah, the DK is putting some pressure mid, while the rest of the team with Sylvanas push bot, looking to divide the team so that they can't defend properly. We see a mind control on the kill that's followed by a polymorph, and he's gonna go down.
That was a great fishing hook from Sylvanas right there, with the mind control, grabbing that Kel'Thas, getting the kill. This is actually really solid for them. Not only they still have the level 20 advantage. Oh, and another mind control. This is really big on that end. This is Anduin saving him in the last second. Wow.
Somebody stop this woman.
Exactly. Well, it looks like D.Va's trying to do that with the micro missiles. She's dropping really low, and there's Leoric eating out more defensive more from there. Oh, there's another mind control. My god, Sylvanas, calm down.
Yep.
There's a Nubarak who re-engages onto them with that light boom, stunning Leoric there. He's probably gonna die while the rest of his team manages to get away. So,
yep.
Brave sacrifice from Mobman.
Well, that's the best thing they could have done there. They do have Varian on the Dragon Knight, so he couldn't have helped peel away for his team. And while Kilthos was down, they couldn't risk losing more players and potentially the game here.
Yes. We have also upgrade for the Locust Swarm on level 20, so it's a full commitment to this ultimate.
Well, in the event that Yellow Owls wins, I do want to know why. I did pick it earlier, but I also did not know why I did.
Also, it was Storm League.
It was Storm League, but I have never picked Locust Swarm before.
I might have once in an Arab or something.
I just feel like the potential for a pick off of a Cocoon is just too good, or maybe even just getting somebody in there for a quick... Yeah, just to remove them. But I mean, potentially, since Zagara does have some burn, and so does Sylvanas, maybe it just dies too quickly. They didn't think it was worth it, potentially.
I don't know. The level 20 does give you a Vampire Locust, and we all know vampires are cool. Maybe that's the reason. But in the meantime, there's a big Silence Entomb landing onto the Jim Raynor, and he's being pulled out of the Anduin. There's a D.Va bomb right there. And there's another pull saving the mind control target. The Maul misses, but there's still the spell armor aura from the blue team is just now being cleared up by Leoric and is going under the key. But they do not have the lane, and all members of the red team are alive. So it looks like they have to disengage from this. They took about 40% of the keep's health with this push.
Yep, Sylvana's gonna be chasing here, getting another mind control onto this Anub'arak who gets light bombed. However, he burrows away. In the meantime, D.Va is getting focused, and she is Baby D.Va now. She might be in trouble.
I love that split that the red team did with Anub'arak went in. That was absolutely brilliant. And the Beetle is isolated and gets killed. And the red team is still trying to chase that. Sylvana is still looking for the another mind control. She goes in. She really takes no prisoners. Another mind control to the Kalphas. Sylvana still goes in very deep. The Yorick is chasing them down, and Kalphas goes down. There is another silence into this Anduin, and he dies. This might actually even be GG. Wow.
It definitely should be. There are no shields right now. So they should be over. We do see a taunt again on this Raynor. He's going to go down immediately. Somebody needs to ban this Sylvanas because I wouldn't want to see it again after this. He is too good.
That mind control plays were absolutely insane. She missed the last one, but it doesn't even matter. She landed so many of them in a very decisive push. It was actually quite fun to watch because they kept pushing blue team all the way from their keep to the enemy core. Yep. Killing them in the process on the way. So
yeah, game one's going to be going to the side of ProBUs. That was very well played from both teams. Very back and forth. Anything you want to do? Are you back in the game now, by the way?
I am. I have been since they grabbed the DK. So I have been in the game. Looking at the talents, we've already discussed the talents. There's nothing really, but this AA build for Leoric, which I like to play myself, so I'm quite happy to see that. As it comes to damage, it's close between Sylvanas and Raynor there. Nothing surprising. There's a Gar right behind them. Kalphas was a little bit low. Leoric actually dealt 54,000 damage, so he's just about 1k below Kalphas, so quite a lot of DPS from him. The rest seems to be looking relatively standard.
Yeah, everything is pretty standard. That's exactly what I was thinking. We don't tend to see micro missiles on D.Va much anymore. The zoning potential of Bunny Hop is pretty good. Maybe she needed a little bit more push potential against the Leo, I guess.
Maybe a little bit more poke damage as well. Because her team doesn't really have that much. I'm not sure. We also have your favorite talent, Desperate Prayer, for Anduin.
Listen, I hate this talent. Change my mind.
I won't.
It's a 2-second self-root. Now, I may just be ignorant, but can someone tell me why anyone picks this talent? Coming from a pleb that doesn't understand any better.
I'm not sure either. But you're praying to the light, so I guess that's the plan there.
You're praying that you don't get killed is what you're doing. So it looks like we're going to be going to Braxis Holdout as the second map.
They're really liking the point control there with solid pressure on the offlaners. They're not letting them have a break. From the chat, Muffin on Silver, the terror in the night.
Absolutely.
apparently Muffin has made a name for himself in previously, and we can clearly see why.
Yep, they actually said that before the match even actually started.
I wonder if we're gonna see the Respect Sylvanas ban here.
It appears this was picked by the side of Yellow Owls.
Okay, so ProBUs is
no! ProBUs, stop yourself.
Okay, ProBUs. I need the team actually to tell me how it should be pronounced, but let's stick with ProBUs.
Listen, I've already spoken to them, and it is ProBUs.
Okay, my bad then. My bad. I apologize to members of ProBUs for me butchering their name. So looks like ProBUs is gonna have first pick.
Yep. The side of Yellow Owls has opted for the map pick here. Maybe they have some secret strat on Braxis that we don't know about. I hate this map, by the way. Not biased at all.
I'm biased. I hate this map, but maybe we're gonna see Genji. Oh, that would be great. Seeing some Genji action there. He's really strong on this map with his rotations.
I did see earlier that the chat wanted to gamble their points on the win, so I'll be doing that in a second. So I will, well, once the drafts are picked, of course. It's like Toys R Us, ProBUs. Exactly! But the way he explained it to me when we were chatting last time I casted a ProBUs game, he just said it was ProBUs. So it was like more like a pro than a Toys R Us. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it's a double-sided pun. Okay. I see that now. Thank you, chat.
Can we just ban Muffin? Yes.
Muffin OP apparently, and the game has started. Let's see what the Muffin is gonna do in here.
I'm fully expecting to see a Sylvanas ban, as we saw Muffin here, which I was calling Muffin last time because it was funny. Anyway, Muffin here is a very good Sylvanas, and on this map it can definitely snowball with turning off structures during any wave push.
Yeah, with the Zerg wave. Well, Sylvanas works really well on any map, pretty much. On any map you need to do some pushing, so Sylvanas works well there. I would be curious to see if any of the team decides to prioritize some offlane bans. Since this is an offlane heavy map, if you can win top, you're in a really good spot, because then you force rotation from the enemy 4-man, which means you're suddenly 4v3 bot and you can get something done there. So that's obviously a really solid strategy there.
All right, first ban going to ProBUs. They're going to be getting rid of the Uther once again. Does anybody know if the Yellow Owls play the Uther a lot? Because I didn't do my homework and I have no idea. But I find it quite strange that we're banning Uther.
Yeah, that is definitely a target ban from there. I mean, and similarly to Junkrat, he's also good on this map. I mean, Junkrat's pretty good on any map for the most part. So a little bit of target buffs going on left and right.
But here specifically, Junkrat is especially strong. His Riptire just shreds the wave. And then all the map is so small with all the point control and the zoning with his traps and their little teeth that's obnoxious as hell. We're going to see a Kel'Thas ban. That's a respect ban right there. I mean, it is very good on this map specifically, but I think he played quite well as well.
Yeah, he definitely was a very solid performance from the Kel'Thas player in the last game, so I'm not surprised to see that here. Kel'Thas definitely has a lot of power. He has a fantastic wave clear, and of course his potential for comboing off of tank CC is just great, with penalizing, of course, trying to stack, and this is a brawly map. That's always a good pick.
They didn't ban the Sylvanas. They're going to ban Vala instead, and I'm wondering if the blue side's going to play her instead. They were banking on the Brightwing pick, perhaps?
Could be. I mean, the Brightwing pick is definitely a good one to grab. I mean, Vala's also strong. Maybe they're not really as afraid of Sylvanas. Maybe they just realize they're not going to first pick Sylvanas and they want to ban her in the second rotation. We'll see. In the meantime, we have Tassadar. And we work again.
Tassadar has excellent wave clear, good point control. Believe the current meta build is W, so no stacking here, although I do enjoy getting some dings.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty sure Q build is still good. So even though you probably want to play W, Q is still a pretty solid choice there. And there is the Genji.
Yes.
There is the Genji.
Yes.
I'm happy to see this. I'm not a huge fan of Genji myself, but on this map he can be very spicy with his ability to rotate very, very quickly between top and bottom. So that's gonna be exciting to see.
And the potential with the super deflect talent he has, which I believe is level 20, and he can shred the whole team if he does it right.
Yeah, Genji jumping to the middle of the Zerg wave and tanking all of it with deflect and killing everybody. Wow. That's straight out of some Heroes of the Storm compilation channels on YouTube.
Yep. Lastly, we're going to see a Sylvanas ban and an Alarak ban. That definitely has to be another target ban.
Yeah, as I thought, Sylvanas gonna get banned in the second rotation. The blue team, the right team didn't exactly commit to it right away. And the Alarak, it's a pretty much brawling map, right? As I mentioned a couple times before. So having such a strong hero as Alarak, I'm not sure he would commit to a double mage, but it's definitely very scary in right hands. And it's Hawker. Hawker is a very wild hero. I always have a good laugh seeing him play, so I'm quite excited to see that as well.
Not something that you see very often either. So I'm quite excited to see that, even though we're probably not going to focus on the top lane here too much. And lastly, we do see, well, not lastly, second to lastly, we see Stukov here with the silence, excellent point control.
Yes, I feel like the follow up is absolutely there with Anubarak. Landing his combo and Stukov dropping silence underneath him. That's absolutely great. Great chance with Tassadar dealing a lot of damage and walling off. Let's see what second DPS will be. And they have Thrall's gonna be fighting against Hawker. Thrall has kind of been fallen out of the meta recently. He's not super strong right now at his niche. But I'm curious to see the matchup between Thrall and Hogger for sure. And there's Greymane. Greymane last pick, so he's gonna be following that blow-up combo.
I will give you the reins for the next couple of seconds. I'm gonna do predictions, so you say whatever you want. That's not offensive.
Okay, that was very specific, but okay. So we have a lot of actually two beasts on the side of the left team, so we're gonna see how that's gonna work out. But I like the composition. The combo's probably very simple. Anubarak goes in, Stukov drops the silence, and of course Greymane has to blow the target up. Whereas the right side, they also have a little bit. I mean, I wonder what kind of ultimate Johanna's gonna go for. Falling Sword with the, well, I want to say recent, but it's been a while now. I guess a hot version of recent made this ultimate pretty strong with granting unstoppable. So could be good to negate the engage from the blue side, of course, with the Greymane and not Greymane, but the Nubarak and Stukov silences there. So quite interesting to see. And then let me introduce the red team. Sage is playing Thrall, 8-Bit playing Johanna, John Bunyan playing Jaina, Irby playing Brywing, and Muffin on Genji this time. Let's see if he's going to be popping off on Genji as well.
Yeah, and on the blue side, we're going to see Greymane being played by Save, Siwi playing Stukov, Amador playing Anubarak, Captain something, I can't read that, he's moving, playing Hogger, and Amaya playing Tassadar.
Yeah, that Thrall just had a really bad day, seeing the entire blue team in the bush ready to gank him, but he managed to get away fortunately. Muffin is here to help out, throwing some shurikens at the enemy team, and the rest of the red team is committing there. It's just quite a curious start there. Oh, there's a big condemn from Johanna there, but actually Hogger goes down. That Genji has been chipping away at him since the beginning of this fight, but there's Greymane counter engages the Genji. Wow, Genji just stopped and Anubarak overshot that. There's a big root onto the Greymane and he goes down, and Genji is still looking for more kills. So that's already a pretty good start. The blue team committed heavily into the top push right away, leaving no one on bot, and they lost 2 heroes for it, so I'm not sure if it was worth it.
Yeah, it was quite impressive. We have still Jaina on the bot lane, and 5v4, the blue team couldn't secure any kills.
Yes, Thrall is going in onto that Stukov, but there is a big wall from Tassadar and a lot of damage popping in. He did go indeed for the W build, so no dings there. In the meantime, we have a Jaina vs Hogger solo lane bot, so it's already a very interesting map. That both teams decided, why we should play the standard composition here on this map if we can just spice it up, and they did just that.
Yes, what I'm thinking is that the blue side is just forcing the 4-man top, since they do have the stronger camp, the Bruiser camp on the top side. Potentially get some advantage there early on. That's my only guess. I've never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, me neither. Or they just simply know that the Genji is gonna be an absolute monster when it comes to rotations, and the Hogger's gonna have a really hard time. That's why they're doing this split. Actually, the 3-2 split is a valid strat on this map, so looks like this is exactly what both teams are doing, and there is a big damage onto the Anubarak. They thought to trade with the Thrall, but Thrall actually lived and Anubarak died. The Genji doing a tons of damage so far. So, yep, as I said, the 3-2 split, it's not a very common strat, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, in the meantime, Greymane and Hugger are sitting pretty here. They're not. It looks like they're having a decent time down here. They're not struggling, but we do see the Thrall rotating as well as the Anubrak. Looks like the Greymane's gonna get ganked and he's gonna go down. We see it as Z on 8-bit here from the Brightwing, saving his life. They're both gonna be backing, and Death Jaina has no mana.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be low on either resources. That Genji was sitting tight in the boss camp, trying to come in at the opportune moment, and now the Genji gets out, which turns into a 4v4 there in the bottom. Hogger is very deep and takes a lot of damage, gets polymorphed and dies in this ice storm. Meanwhile, Genji is grabbing top as Greymane is coming bot to his team, so that's gonna be 4v4 still since Hogger is dead.
Yep, we see a missing E from the Anubrak. He's gonna pay for it. He is getting polymorphed and shredded by the Thrall, and he's gonna be ended here when the Genji shows up, and Thrall seals his kill.
Yep, Greymane went in very deep against the driving leaves at the very last. Wow! Oh my god, that is some serious Genji play. This is the almost pulled it off. Almost pulled it off. That E reset right deep into the enemy territory and Eing out, getting the reset. This is the kind of play that we expected from AGC. I will never forget. Snitch popping off on Genji. This is the kind of stuff that we're looking to see now. It was very close. He barely lived at last. I think it was a tower shot that got him. But I'm excited to see this Genji actually rotating very quickly from top, right in time to get that kill and then get another one. So.
Yeah, do you know what the solution is to this problem?
The Genji problem? Well,
no, you just ban Muffin. He's too good. You gotta ban him. And they're gonna go ahead and gank the Hugger. He's gonna go down here to the Thrall Genji combo, and we're gonna see Genji rotating to the bottom beacon, reunite with his team, and Genji it up a little bit more.
Yes, there's some Genjiing again. He's just stealing the point. The blue team is trying to contest him, but Genji of course runs away. Ral is peacefully pushing top. There is a bribing Z onto the Genji. It looks like he's gonna go in a little bit. There is a bit of a brawl happening. Polymorph from Nubarak. Johanna is still in the front trying to poke a bit. Greymane is a bit isolated, but unfortunately he is fine. There, Johanna has to pop her unstoppable, and both teams part in peace for now. Hugger is going top trying to match that Thrall, and the Zag wave actually goes in to the red team. The blue team gets just a couple minions.
Yeah, the push that they have, even though Genji isn't great at it, Jaina is. I'm expecting to see at least half a Ford. Never mind, she gets blown up by Greymane Stukov here. Greymane, having to run for his life, but Genji doesn't mess around. He's gonna E in, get that reset, and E back out.
Yeah, that was a fantastic wall there on Jaina, but there is the Genji again. Anubarak overshoots that E from the Genji and gets polymorphed instead and goes down to the Genji again, who's super low HP, but E's out. There was, by the way, a good wall on the Jaina kill earlier, so preventing her from escaping, and of course Greymane and Tassadar sealing the deal there, but the red team managed to turn around and grab the first 4 of the game and getting a few kills.
Yeah, I thought that they probably wouldn't get that much with the Jaina down, but they don't care. They got kills.
Yes, and speaking of kills, there is a gank to Hogger who does go down. Jaina goes in, drops the Blizzard and kills him. Greymane tries to go against Jaina, but bribing Z's in, polymorphs the Greymane, and Genji comes in to finish the kill. Genji is always there to finish the kill. No matter where Genji is initially, he's gonna be there when the team fight breaks in already. Fight breaks in just to finish that kill, and they are 2 levels ahead.
Yeah, if you look at the map, you actually see Genji all over it. There's like 7,000 Genji portraits.
Yep, everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's just 5 Genjis playing at the same time.
Listen, this man is gonna get CC'd, silenced, and he's gonna go down again. Very well played here from the side of the Yellow Owls. They're definitely gonna have to make something happen here. The Anubrak gets polymorphed and shredded by the Jaina in return, though.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tough situation, but the team fight is still going on. Greymane actually goes in deep for that bribing again, but he gets rooted, and Jaina kills him. There's a wall trying to make something happen, but unfortunately that didn't work. Even though the fight started pretty well for the blue team, they finally managed to catch that pesky Genji, but they thought maybe they can, win the 5v4 despite not having level 10. But the turnaround from the red team, using the ults, there was the Elemental, there was the Sundering being used, the Blessed Shield being used, all the ults were popped, so they just won that handily.
He still has his Dragon Blade, though. We haven't seen that yet, I don't think. He got killed too quickly.
No.
But he is coming. He is coming, guys.
Yeah, Genji's here. No. He's playing it safe, or not.
Yep, and this time we are going to see the Cocoon, Flaming Swipe from the Stukov, and Shockwave from Hager.
Yeah, there's the preemptive silence on the Genji, but the Condemn drops it in, and there's a Blestial again being used. There's a Dragon Blade right there securing the Hager kill. Stukov swipes them away. Black Hole is flying over there, and Genji very low HP diving into the backline, grabbing those kills left and right. There's a Water Elemental currently chasing Greymane, but also Nubarak dies again. Poor Beetle is getting bullied, and the Greymane finds himself in a very difficult position here, but the red team doesn't care about him. They're grabbing the boss. And this boss, Genji isn't using the Deflect trick, or maybe soon, I'm hoping. Yes, there we go. Genji absolutely shreds that boss with his Deflect trick there, so it's also an incredible asset that he can bring to his team, that boss close speed.
Well, that's great and all. I want to see that thing shred a team, not a boss.
Yeah, maybe I'm hoping we get to see this, unless the red team is gonna grab the entirety of the Zagwave.
Yeah, we do see the Greymane quickly engaging on that Genji, but he's just gonna dash out. You just can't catch a Genji just like that. They're gonna have to clear this boss, which is not gonna get the fort unless they die again. So they're gonna be in an okay spot. However, the red team is quickly approaching on talent 13. So they're gonna have to make something happen quickly. We do see that Genji's bottom lane, so this might be a good chance for them to do something.
Yeah, but Genji's already trying to get top. Greymane being very aggressive there against Johanna, but the red team is disengaging. The Genji is actually pushing a keep on the bottom. The blue team secures that top lane, clearing the boss. They have the top objective, but now they have to back away because the red team just got the level 13. Now we see the Icy Veins, a bit of a old school from Jaina, but there's a team fight breaking in. There is the Z not in time onto the Jaina. There is a Grey Wall before that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Cocoon. We're gonna say you have a Cocoon on the Genji, but the Tassadar gets polymorphed and killed by the Thrall. Genji's not free though, so he's free to Dragon Blade away into the Stukov. So he's gonna get silenced out, and he still goes down, unfortunately, but that was a valiant attempt. The Greymane is getting shredded by everybody else now, since they just turned on him. Hager, very low, unable to help, and then Nubarak, unfortunately, is going to die as well.
Yeah, that was a solid start to the team fight there, getting the Jaina kill right before Bribing managed to Z, but unfortunately the turnaround was just fantastic, and they didn't have enough damage to follow up on that. So well played. The Black Hole didn't really get a lot of value in this team fight. Genji did a lot of damage, and yep. They secured themselves a team wipe, a camp, and a full objective.
Yeah, immediately moving to that Bruiser camp. No hesitation at all from this red team. It looks like they're definitely in the zone today.
Oh yeah, they are popping off, especially this game. Very dominant performance from them, and they still have the talent advantage there. But the blue team is actually trying to get from the bottom. Nubarak burrows in, Hager is spinning all over everyone. There's the Shockwave and the Black Hole locking down Muffin, trying to get the kill, but Muffin is too hard to be killed, and ZZ and kills everyone. And of course, with help of the Zergwave, the blue team dies again.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a desperate attempt here. We're gonna see the Greymane B-step himself to death.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was worth it. I mean, he paid for the B-step with his death, so...
I feel like at this point, Yellow Owls have given up. They made a desperate attempt to get a fight under-talented under a Zergwave, and I feel like they kind of gave up here.
I think they tried to claim moral victory by killing Genji, and they were really, really close. There was a lot of buttons pressed onto that Genji, but Genji just lived, turned around, killed someone, and the rest of his team manages to finish off the rest. Looks like GG, a very dominant victory from the red team. Well played.
Alright, let me just get those results in.
So actually, Thrall being top DPS with 40k. That is really solid. He actually managed to pick his level 16 even. Went for the Sundering build with the buffed Feral Resilience recently, so Thrall is topping the meters. And here's an interesting thing that I want to point out is that if we look at the numbers, Thrall has the most kills and the most damage, but as we saw, Genji's contribution to that game was absolutely insane. So the numbers and the stats don't exactly say everything.
Yeah, absolutely. That was rather quick. So this time, do you want to talk to the winning team?
Well, we do have some time, so we can definitely do that.
All right, let me not tag the wrong dream again. That happened last time. Don't laugh.
Yes, it's ProBUs now. It's ProBUs.
All right, let's go to lobby number 2. Nah, number 3. There's a limit on that one. All right, message has been sent. Let's see if they want to have a quick chat. I think Muffin was the newest member too, if I recall correctly. Great pickup from the team.
Great pick for them.
Looks like 8-bit is coming, which is the Johanna player.
Cool.
Hello, friend. Well played. Okay. Well played.
Thank you very much.
Solid game.
Excellent, thank you.
Didn't you say last time that Muffin is your newest player?
Muffin is the newest probe, yeah. The rest of our 4-stack has been playing together since season 9, I want to say. Yeah, that sounds right.
How long have you had him?
How long have we had him?
Yeah.
So, towards the end of... what are we on now? We're on 12 now. So towards the end of season 11... Muffin sort of became a de facto coach and mentor for our squad. So we already kind of got to know each other a little bit then and built some synergies playing together. Then through the off season, as roster shifts occur, he ended up coming on board when we had a free spot. So since the end of season 11, but we've had a pretty good amount of playing time together and opportunities to mesh our playing and shot calling styles.
That's absolutely terrifying. I think the only solution to beat you guys is just to ban Muffin. Just ban the player. He can't play.
Yeah, very dominant performance.
It's been said before. I think at one time in some of the off-season tournaments, we've gone by Muffin's Magnificent Menagerie, and it's certainly a true statement. I mean, the team has no delusions about the talent that he brings to our squad. I mean, I think there's an awful lot of boost in our ranks today, but at the time he joined, he was maybe a solid 9,000 point Storm League points higher than the next player on the team. So I mean, he's a very, very good player, and adapting our own play style to support him as best as we can within that capacity it's proven to be successful for us, and we're very happy with it.
Yeah, it definitely shows on the standings. I see you guys are solid number 1 at the moment. Probably gonna see you in Nexus then next season.
That seems to be the arc of this season, but S13 is a long ways off. We're just focused next match one at a time here.
All right, Kraz, anything?
I'm kind of curious. Are you like a Johanna main player? Because there was a bit of a ban in the first game, and then of course in the second you just picked her up right away.
Johanna is a tank that I'm most definitely comfortable on. I've got more games on Joe than any other hero within Heroes of the Storm, and most certainly most within my role. In my early days of NGS, I was most certainly a Johanna one-trick. It was kind of our secret sauce to success down in Div D. Down in Div D back in those days, Johanna was sort of the secret sauce to success. Obviously you can't live like that forever, so I've had to adapt my play style and my pool, but it's still a very comfortable selection anywhere where I feel the comp and the hero looks good.
I'm just looking sneakily on your profile, level 95 Johanna. That's quite impressive.
Thank you. Yeah.
I want to ask though, what's up with the Uther bans in both games? Was that a target ban?
I'll be completely clean here. All of our scouting and game prep kind of went into the waste ban the second the lobbies pulled up because we saw that they were bringing a sub to the match tonight.
Okay.
So Civi is not a regular player for them. I think he's had 5 games on the season so far, and the games that he did sub in for, I think Corsair was their missing player tonight, and I don't believe he was subbing in for Corsair at any of the other points. So, he's been playing healer mostly for them. They play a lot of Uther already. It's a hero that they're comfortable on. So we just figured take away the healer that most enables double support was what we were doing there, as we're like last second scribbling our homework on the back of a napkin before handing it into the teacher. That's how that went.
Gotcha. I found it quite odd because like I was just like, who bans Uther? But I guess it all makes sense.
Yeah, that was the logic behind it, is to just try to 5D chess the draft a little bit and take things away that like cheeses that they might be able to incorporate. Not that double support is all that cheesy, but it is a thing, and it is a thing that they look like they had the capacity to do given the hero profiles on display today.
Yeah, and it's also definitely strong in maps like Braxis specifically, with all the point control and the sustain that it has. It's something that you see very commonly here.
Most certainly, yes.
Okay, I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a lot of questions. You guys had a very dominant performance tonight. Good, well played, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and end here. Maybe I can find a cheeky raid to do, and we'll see you guys next time.